Welcome back to this video tutorial. We can consider one more program example to understand the structure concept properly. So, here we are given with details of students in a class, and the details include ID of student, that means the roll number, name and total marks of a subject. Okay, that means the mark obtained for a subject. And our task is to sort these student details in rank order. That means with higher mark will come first in the table. Student details of the the details of the student with highest mark must come in the first row of our table. Okay, so the student with the least mark must come in the last row of our table. This is our task. Okay, so consider these are the details given, and this one indicate detail of our first student, stud of 0, and this one indicate the details of second student, that is stud of 1, and finally this is the detail of our 49th student, 15th student, stud of 49. Right? So these are the details obtained. Then how can we arrange these details in the ranking order? For that we can perform a bubble sorting here. We can apply the bubble sorting. We need to apply the bubble sorting algorithm in order to sort these student details. How to perform? For that we need to compare the mark obtained for two different students. If the mark of the second student is greater than mark of the first student, then we need to swap the entire details of our second student with the details of our first student. Right? We need to swap these student details. That means while comparing these two, if the mark of the second student is greater than mark of the first student, this is the case, mark of the student is greater than mark of our first student. In that case, we need to swap the entire details of this with the entire details of this student. Comparison is based on mark, but we need to swap the entire detail like this. Okay, for implementing this bubble sort, we need a temporary storage space. That temporary storage space can store the details, the entire details of a student. Okay, so the temporary storage is again a structure variable that can store the ID, the name and total mark. Okay, while comparing these two, it is clear that the second student having higher mark. So what to do? We need to place these entire details in our temporary structure variable and make a room for this second student's detail here. And now we can copy this content here. And from this temporary storage space, copy this value here. Okay, now we can swap the entire student detail like this by using this bubble sort algorithm. Right, so now we can consider the program example here. So this is the program. Student structure name is student with these details. Okay, so total 30 students, and here we have one more structured variable, that is the temp. This temp variable having the space for name, ID and total mark. Okay, this is used for implementing our bubble sort algorithm in order to perform the swapping. Right, now we need to enter the number of students here, and based on that particular limit we can read and initialize each of these student details, like stud of I dot SID, stud of I dot SName, stud of I dot total mark. We need to initialize each of these members of different students first. After that, this particular loop is used for simply displaying the initialized value in the column format. That means in the tabular format. Right? After that, this particular loop, this nested loop is used for performing our bubble sort implementation. Right? I equal to 0, I less than number, that is the limit, indicate number of student in our class, I plus plus. Then j equal to 0, j less than number minus I minus 1, j plus plus. We are familiarized with this loop in our previous video related to this bubble sorting. Okay, inside this we need a comparison based on the total mark obtained by two different adjacent student. Okay, if the stud of j dot total less than stud of j plus 1 dot total, that means the second student mark is greater than our first student mark, then what we want to do? If this condition is true, then we want to perform this swapping. For that, we need to use the temporary structure variable, in which we need to store the first student details as such and make a room here for copying the second student's detail. And in second student detail, instead of that particular position, we can copy content from our temporary structure variable. If this condition is not true, what we want to do? We don't want to perform this swapping in that case. Just skip to next location and continue the same. Okay, and continue this. Total how many iterations required? We need total number minus 1 iterations. Okay, after completing such iterations, it will generate a list of students in its ranking order. So finally, we can display the student details again in tabular form. Okay, now the listed student details are not based on the roll number, but it is based on the mark. The student with highest mark comes in the first row and student with second highest come in the second row and so on. Okay, now we can execute this. Okay, now I am going to enter the details of 3 students. Right? The first student ID is 1. Student name is like this and mark is 45. Second student ID is marked as 2. Mark its name as like this and total mark is represented as 48. Okay, and third student mark 3 and name is like this and mark is 34. Okay, so now it display. Before sorting the details like this. Details like this. 1 AA 45, 2 BB 48, 3 CC 34. Before perform the swapping. After swapping, the student details are listed in its rank order. 2 with highest mark 48. 2 name and mark. All the details of students are listed here in correct order. And the second highest is for student with ID 1. So 1 AA 45. The entire details of our second highest student is displayed here. And student with least mark is displayed here in the last row with ID 3, name CC with mark 34. Okay, so this is a best example for understanding the concept of structure. Okay, the effective utilization of structure in order to represent student details so that we can simply easily perform this sorting based on the total mark obtained by a student. Okay, so this is the program for displaying student details in the rank order based on the mark obtained. If the total mark is not directly provided, and then in that case we need to calculate the total mark first. How to calculate? We need to add the given subject mark separately and find out the total mark for each and every student first. Okay, after that we can perform this sorting. sorting in descending order. Here we don't want to perform the sorting in ascending order. Here it is descending order sorting. Then only we get the student with highest mark in the first row. Okay, here the sorting is based on the descending order of our total mark from largest to smallest, right? So finally it display the details. Okay.